Hello, welcome to day one of the WEPLAY virtual soccer camp. My name is Coach Paul. Today I'm going to be joined by Will Dieters and Jonathan Irving. This camp is broken up into 3 different days with 1-hour session each day, and the activities have been designed to help youth players working from home. So they require minimal space and equipment. What you will need is a soccer ball, some sort of floor markers like cones, or even use water bottles or shoes, and in some cases a partner. So recruit a parent or sibling, and let's get started. For this first drill, we're just going to do a quick warm-up. We have Will here inside about a 4x4, 5x5 box using our markers. We're just going to ask him to start dribbling around with the ball inside that box. You can do this at home pretty easily. After about 10 seconds, we're going to pause and do a quick stretch. Just get stretched out. So we'll pause here, Will. Go ahead and do open gate. So we're going to lift our knee up nice and open, do both legs. We're going to do about 3 or 4 on each leg. And then you can start dribbling again for about 10 seconds. Alright, so as he dribbles around, he's just going to be kind of going around inside the box, using all parts of his foot. And then he's going to pause again, and now we'll do close gate. And for markers, if you have extra cones at home, throw them on into this grid. We call it minefield, something to avoid as you're dribbling around. If you got water bottles, you can use those. Everybody has water bottles. Have some extra shoes. Raid your mom's closet. Gives you something to dribble around. Extra balls, no matter what kind of ball they are. Give Will something to dribble around. A little bit of a challenge. Okay, and then we'll pause. And we'll just do a toe touch. Okay, so keep your back leg straight and reach down, touch your toe. Good. Okay, we're going to go through the different stretches right now. Just remember that you're going to be dribbling for about 10 seconds in between each stretch. Okay, so next stretch, we're just going to do some butt kickers. So just back. Awesome. And then after that, let's do some high knees. Get the blood going. Get them all switched out. Awesome. Don't forget to dribble a little bit in between, about 10 seconds. This warm-up should take you between 5 and 10 minutes, depending on how fast you're going. You should get a little bit sweaty. You should get a little bit warmed up, right? Okay, and then some other stretches. We're going to do a cougar walk. That's what I call it anyway, because you have your cleats facing up. You're just going to be on your heels. And you should feel a little bit of a stretch in the back of your leg there. Awesome. And then, so 2 more stretches we're going to do. And remember to do dribbles in between. We're just going to do some leg swings. We're just going to do some leg swings nice and high. Don't go too high. Okay, and then the last one, we're just going to do a little shake. Just a little leg shake. Alright, so now we're warmed up for our technical drill. Alright, so for this drill, we're going to be working within a small box, about 2 by 2. You can make it bigger or smaller depending on your ability. Just you and the soccer ball, we're going to do this individually on your own. Everything we're going to be doing is just manipulating the ball and working on our technical skill. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is just bells. So we're just going to be tapping the ball in between our feet. Okay, nice knees bent, up on our toes. Okay, good. We're going to do each one of these skills for about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on your ability. And then give yourself about a 10 to 30 second rest, depending on how long you do the skill. So next one, we're just going to do toe taps. So top the ball. If you're more advanced, you can start moving the ball around as well in small circles or side to side, back and forth. Okay, the next one we're going to do is we're just going to work on rolling the ball with the sole of our foot. Okay, so we're going to do forward and inside of our foot like this. We're going to manipulate the inside of our foot and the bottom of our foot. Okay, and make sure that we're working both feet. And then after that, we're going to manipulate on the top of our foot and the bottom of our foot. So nice pointed toe, locked ankle. Good. Remember to do both feet. And then the last one, and it's 30 seconds to a minute for each one of these. We're going to point our toe, but then we're going to kind of put it in our middle line. We're going to work the outside of our foot and the bottom of our foot. Okay, so we're working 3 different surfaces, and then also the bottom of our foot, so 4 different surfaces. Okay, next one we're going to do is we're just going to do side-to-side rolls. Okay, so we're here. You should, again, be very light with your feet, knees slightly bent. Okay, add in a little bit of pop, make sure we're working both feet again. Okay, next one we're going to do is just a pull and turn. So we're going to start with the ball out in front of us. We're going to use the bottom of our foot, pull it, pivot behind us as if we're turning away from the defender. Again, work both feet, pull, and turn. Okay, so another term that we can do to change direction and get away from the defender. The same idea, we're going to pull the ball towards us. We're going to push with the outside of our foot, pull the V-turn. Okay, so pull towards us and change direction. So we're basically drawing a V with the ball. And then our next one after that is similar. It's going to be an L turn or a pull and tuck. We're going to pull the ball towards us and tuck it behind our leg. And again, using both feet, practice on both feet. No matter how good you are with either foot, we want to make sure that you can do these things with both feet. The only way to get better is to practice it, right? Okay, the next one we're going to do is called sole flicks. So we're actually going to be flipping the ball from foot to foot with the bottom of our foot. Good. Again, light on our feet. Got a little hop going on. Alright, so now we're going to work on inside and outside of our foot. So we're going to do inside and then outside, and outside. So it should be working back and forth laterally across that bottom. Okay, again, light on our feet, knees slightly bent. So we're inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. Alright, light on our feet, on our toes. Good. So now we're going to work around the outside of the box. And I'm going to step out and give a little bit of space. You're going to start at one corner, hips are facing the same direction the whole time. He's going to go ahead and do toe taps forward. And he's going to roll the ball across with his right foot, and then toe taps back as he goes around the box. And then rolling across with his other foot. Good. Again, do that for 30 seconds to a minute. And then our last two that we're going to do is just called blocks. Okay, so he's first going to do it with bells. You're going to start in the middle, do bells, up to first cone, back to the middle. And then working your way clockwise around the box, you're going to go to the next cone, back to the middle each time. So you're going to do that with bells, like Will is doing now, and then you're also going to do it with toe taps. Okay? Remember to return to the middle each time, and then go to the bottom, return to the middle, go to the bottom. And there's your technical workout. Alright, so this fundamental skills drill, you're going to be utilizing a partner, so go ahead and grab a sibling or a parent to help you. They're really just going to be feeding you the ball. If you have someone else who's working on soccer, you can do it as well and just take turns. We're going to be doing these exercises for 1 minute and then take about a 30-second break or as needed. We want you fresh when you're doing this. We don't want you tired and falling the ball, twisting your ankle or anything like that. Okay, so just to get started, we're working on this 1 yard box now. Jonathan's going to go ahead and roll the ball with Will, and he's just going to take 2 touches, just get warmed up, just return the ball back to Jonathan. Make sure that we're working both feet, okay? So left and right foot, okay? So after about 30 seconds on this first one, we're going to switch to returning the ball with the top of the foot, okay? So we're going to work a different part of the foot, so keep on going, Jonathan. Good. Good. About 30 seconds after that, we're going to work the outside of the foot, okay? So again, we're going to be pointing our toe to block our ankle, but then we're going to be twisting a little bit so our toe is pointing into the midline of our body. Okay, so we're working the outside of our foot as we pass it back. Okay, good. So we'll rest for a little bit, and now as we move on, we'll have you do each exercise for a minute, 30-second rest. So now we're going to just do 1 touch back to Jonathan. So we'll start with the inside of our foot, just 1 touch back, working both feet. Good, Jonathan. Good, Will. Good. After about 30 seconds on these ones, I want you to start doing some lateral shuffles. So Will's now going to start. He's going to start in the middle. He's going to shuffle out, receive the ball back in the middle, shuffle out. We want nice, quick feet. That's important in soccer. So we'll do the inside of the foot. We'll do the top of the foot again, and we'll do the outside of the foot. Okay, excellent. So now what we're going to do is we're going to ask Will to receive that ball and actually dribble around each cone. Okay, so he'll just start with 1 cone, back to center, pass the ball back. The next cone, back to center, pass the ball back. Okay, so go ahead and roll the ball, Jonathan. So he's going to receive nice tight touches around those cones. Back to center, back to Jonathan. Good, nice tight touches around the cone. Back to center, back to Jonathan. And do all 4 cones. So what we're going to do now is Jonathan is going to throw the ball for Will, and Will's going to practice his volleys back. Okay, so we're going to start with the inside of the foot. Go ahead and throw the ball, Jonathan. And we're going to try to volley that ball straight back into Jonathan's hands. If you mess up, that's all right. That's why we're here practicing. Parents and siblings at home, if you're throwing the ball, aim for your player's knees, and it'll naturally drop to a good spot where he can volley it back. We'll do the inside of the foot for about a minute. We'll do the outside of the foot for about a minute. And remember, about 30 seconds between those, start shuffling side to side. We want those feet moving. We want to get nice and active. Good. So after we've done volleys, so we've done the 2 different types of volleys for a minute each. Now we're going to work on trapping our thighs. Okay, so throwers, we're going to aim for about their belly button or their waist. We're going to try to trap that ball down with the thigh. Bring your thigh up, meet the ball, let it fall. We want to get hold of that ball and we're going to pass it on the ground back to our thrower. Okay? Good. Good. And the better you are at this, maybe have your thrower back up, maybe have to throw the ball a little bit harder. Just make sure that you are able to have success with this drill. It should be a challenge, but you should also have success. Okay, after we're done with the thigh, we're going to move up and actually do our chest. So as we trap the chest, we're going to have nice big chest, and as we make contact with the ball, we're going to sink it in, and we're going to make sure that we're over the ball, so if it does end up popping back up, we're over it, making sure that we're in control and it's under us. Okay, so go ahead, we're going to do a minute of that as well. Good. And we're on a pretty hard surface from the gym, so the ball's popping up a lot for Will. It's a little bit harder for him. But if you're doing this in the grass, it should be a lot easier to control that ball. So now we're going to work a little bit on our first touch and touching that ball like away from a defender, for example. So now, Jonathan, same thing. You're going to be rolling the ball into the middle. Will is going to be taking a touch outside the box, but still under his control, and then back to Jonathan. Okay, so go ahead. And we're going to do this one twice. You're going to be working on a touch with the outside of your foot, like Jonathan is doing now, or Will is doing now, and with the inside of the foot, like Will just did there. Okay, so 2 minutes total on this one, but you can take that break in between, right? Okay, so good demo. So for this last one we're going to do, we're going to test cognitive a little bit, make it a little bit more of a challenge. Jonathan is now going to tell Will 1 or 2. 1 means he's going to stay in the middle of the box and he's going to pass the ball straight back. 2 means he's going to take that touch out and 2 touch back. All right? And Jonathan can make it more challenging by telling Will late what he wants him to do. Okay, go ahead. 2. So that's a touch out and back. 2. Touch out and back. 1. Good. And that's just a straight 1 touch. Pretty simple. 1 is 1 touch. 2 is 2 touch. Make sure as we take that touch, it's outside the box, but it's still under our control and you get to that ball. 2. And there's your partner technical drill. Alright, so one of the last things we're going to do is we're going to do our physical workout here. What we have set up is a endurance and then a core circuit. First thing we're going to do is just run a reverse suicide. So we have Jonathan here set up using your 4 cones. If you have the room, go ahead and do 10 yards between each cone. If you don't have the room, do what you can. If you have 10 yards, maybe just do 10-yard sprints in between. So we're going to do it reverse. So Jonathan's going to do the longest one first. He's going to go to the far cone, back to the beginning, the next farthest back to the beginning, and do that nearest one and back to the beginning. And then you'll have a little bit of rest after that. So go ahead and Jonathan, show him the reverse suicide. Again, so the farthest cone, back, second farthest back, nearest cone. And when you do this, you should be going about 75 to 80% top speed. It's not a full-on sprint, but you should be breathing a little bit heavy after you're done. Okay, so in between, now we're going to have Jonathan do some planks work on his core. Okay, so we're just going to do a front plate, Jonathan, so we're going to be on our elbows and feet straight out. Good, and it's really important that we have a nice line from ankle to knee to hip to shoulder, and a nice, your neck is nice and straight, okay? So don't be putting your butt up or sinking your hips down or anything like that. So this is a beginner. If you lift up one of your legs, Jonathan, and then alternate legs. If you're a little bit more intermediate, you can do this to increase the challenge. And then you can actually add in your arm as well to make it even more challenging. So do alternating arms, Jonathan. Awesome. That one's really challenging. We're going to try to do this for about 20 to 30 seconds, depending on your ability. And then we're going to go ahead and do a side plank. Okay? Go on your side, Jonathan. Okay, so beginner, we're going to have your lower leg tucked under and then your top leg straight. Top leg straight. Good. And then go ahead and up. So so just your knee and your elbow should be making contact. Just go ahead and lift your hips off the ground, okay? So that's beginner. And again, a nice straight leg, a straight line from knee to hip to shoulder. And notice how Jonathan doesn't dip in his head. Make sure your head is nice in the middle of your shoulders there. Okay, intermediate, we're gonna stack our feet. This is how most people can do it. And then advanced, we're gonna go ahead and lift an arm and a leg. Okay, so if you really know what you're doing, you can go ahead and do that. Okay, so this circuit we're gonna do 3 times. So 3 reverse suicides and 3 sets of planks. And make sure you do planks on both sides. All right, so our last little workout here is gonna be actually for injury prevention. We're gonna be working our hamstrings in this exercise. What Will's gonna do is he's gonna keep his hips and shoulders and everything nice and in a line, and he's gonna bend at the knees forward until he feels like he's gonna fall. At which point he's gonna just do a push up, back up to the starting position, down, and fall and back up. We're gonna do this 6 to 12 times, depending on your ability. Go ahead and take rest in between if you need to as well. This is gonna help strengthen the back of your leg, and it's gonna help prevent injury there that's really common in soccer. Okay, so for this next one, guys, we're gonna do our ankle circuit. So they're gonna go ahead and sit down. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna point our toes and we're gonna draw with our big toe, big circles. First going right and then left, 10 big circles. Okay, nice and slow, big movements with both feet. Okay, again, this is gonna help strengthen your ankle so that you are less prone to injury, rolling your ankle and things like that, which again is really common in soccer. So after doing 10 big circles going both right and left, now we're gonna draw the alphabet with our big toe, okay? Uppercase letters, so A, and then B, and then C, all the way down to Z. And again, this is helped to prevent rolling and straining your ankle. Okay, and then the last thing we're gonna do, guys, is we're just gonna do some pretty standard static stretching. So mostly whatever you're comfortable with. I'm comfortable doing figure 4 or just a bend and reach. We just want to make sure that we hit all the major muscles in our legs. So we're going to do the back of our legs. We'll want to do quads, so we hit the front of our legs. Good, we'll want to do beauty queens. So we get kind of our glutes. Okay, Jonathan, and we get a little bit of a twist there, awesome. Okay, now we're gonna flip forward and go ahead and do our calves. So we're almost like in a push-up position. Go ahead and turn over. Good, you're gonna plant your leg down. Good, and you should feel that stretch in the calf. Awesome, and then last one that I forgot while we're on our butts, we're gonna do a butterfly. So we stretch out our hips, and stretch out our groin area. Good, tucking in those feet. Again, you can use whatever stretches you're comfortable with. These are gonna hit most of the major areas. And then lastly, we're gonna do another injury-prone spot is a hip flexor. So we're gonna go ahead and get on one knee. Good, and we're gonna lean forward until we feel that right in the front of the hip. Good. For each one of these stretches, we're gonna try to hold for about 30 to 60 seconds and do them twice if you can.